Stretching out a calf cramp may do you more harm than good. Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Lin, sports physical therapist at Rehab and Revive Pain and Wellness. Find out what is better for you in these instances. So, red alert, disclaimer, all that stuff, just another thing, a warning sign. If it hasn't improved and it still hurts or hurts while you're doing this, you may want to get it checked out with a healthcare professional or a licensed medical provider. You might actually have a calf tear. So just be vigilant if it actually hurts or feels worse. Using this strategy is key in releasing overstretched muscles, which is why cramps happen. Getting underneath it to facilitate the weaker muscles is often the primary issue. So let's get to it. All right. So we're going to use the mini scraper from Actaway. I actually, as a little plug here, love using Actaway products. The great thing about the mini scraper is there's a heating function and there's a vibrating function. Kind of goes together. Just in short, how I do this technique or this treatment is I do strokes in certain ways. Basically, when you go away from the origin, it's to deactivate or inhibit. When you come towards the origin of tendons and muscles, you're actually strengthening it for a short time. It's a kind of neural process that's going to happen. So if you can attend to this pretty quickly, you recover a lot quicker. And that's kind of the game plan. You can use any old scraper, back of a spoon. I just prefer this mini scraper. There's a promo code for $25 off. It will link those below, so let's give that a shot. So why do calf cramps happen? And largely it's because a lot of times we're overstretching it. And so think of it like pulling a waistband, like for your undergarment. And then you're just pulling it, and then all of a sudden you do a quick shortening of it. So it's like you letting go and it's like whack. And it comes together and then now it seizes. It's a protective mechanism. Now you got to unlock it, of course, and then you got to figure out like what the heck's going on. That oftentimes you have basically an overstretched exterior calf. Deeper inside, which I'll show you, you want to facilitate and lengthen. And then also a lot of times this is just doesn't have enough strength too. A lot of times if you just kind of do that, you'll realize there's not a lot of strength there. So you want to strengthen these entities, which means you're going to pull it up. And then you want to lengthen down here, and you want to lengthen all the way down to your heel here. So you're going to really try to free up some of this tight. And if you're noticing and you're just pinching back here and it's tender, there's some local inflammation. There's a process going on. There's some dysfunction. So you shouldn't, just by regular pinching, shouldn't hurt. It should just feel like pressure. So what you want to do is, you can check that and see if that changes over time. But you'll notice that like I sprained this ankle like a bazillion times. I really can't get it that far. And so I can't shorten, and even lengthening it takes a little bit more effort. So we're going to use this leg today. So we're going to use the left. So I'm going to set this baby on and it's good. I can heat it up even more, up to 50 degrees Celsius. But I love just basically, remember, it's about the strokes. It's intentional. And we want to be able to do it that way. So without further ado, we're going to zoom closer to my calf. And so what we want to do is you want to start kind of shortening these guys. And so like I said, I'm not just scraping frivolously. I'm just kind of going up and right along the bone. Obviously you don't want to scrape on the bone, generally hurts. So you might feel like ridges and it feels kind of grimy, like you're scrubbing your bathtub tile. Over time, if you do this, it actually smooths out. So they're like crinkles. They're like wrinkles in a bed sheet. So there you go. And so you're going to keep doing that because a lot of times we just need the ability to have this shorten more. A lot of people may want to stretch it like they're doing the child's pose, but you're just going to get that going. What I love about the mini scraper is that you can continue to just use the handle and put force that way. Good. And I can switch hands. I'm going to go out to the side here. You can kind of see that as well. I'll get all the way up to this fibular bone. You can kind of get that going. And you're going to spend about 1 to 2 minutes here. And then along this side, you have some of the deeper muscles. So you also want to kind of go towards, it actually might feel like it hurts pretty good. And same thing, what you want to do is you're just going to kind of go all the way up to the knee. And you'll see this is my ACL side as well. Not only have I had chronic ankle sprains, but I tore my ACL and meniscus. It's going to go this way. Boom. Right? So there we go. There we go. That's getting easier. These ridges, I can feel them. They're like really just gross. You want to do that way. Good. Boom. Let's just take a quick look before I do the actual calf. It feels a lot bit easier doing both, right? And you should be able to see muscles should shorten if they're being used, lengthen when stretched, right? So right here. Okay, so now you can go to the calf parts. You can do the back here. It's just lengthening it out. See, this doesn't feel as bad. It's not tender at all. And once again, your warning is if this is hurting or worse, go get it checked out. You probably have something else more going on. Cramps can also be kind of your warning sign that it's trying to protect itself from getting worse or torn or further torn. So you might have a small tear. So notice I'm not scraping back and forth. It's just very intentional, just away. And I want to get right around the Achilles. Sometimes I just bend it. I might do this part first, and then I'll just get right towards the heel. Same thing here. I just get it right towards that, and I like just spending time here. It's very sore. Let me check this side. Not that bad. This side, man, this is yucky. So, and you can see it's almost like forming a little swelling right here. A little thing is popping out. So I just want to kind of get that wrinkle out. You can get it right, like I said, get towards the heel. Get towards this bony ankle. Yep. And if you're cramping, like I said, right away, just go right to deactivating as quick as possible. Some people use kinesia tape. That works too. You just pull it downwards, but yep, just going to get these wrinkles out. And then, so let's check that again. I'll turn this off. It just feels a lot easier. You can kind of see that when I point it. But what happens a lot of times, like I said, when you're going to cramp, it's usually a quick stretch in one direction, and then you shorten it quickly. So in both directions, and then it's like I said, the waistband is being pulled and let go, and that's when you're going to cramp. So there you have it. Okay, so I want to give you another warning again, not to sound like a broken record, but if it hasn't improved and it still hurts or hurts worse while you're doing this particular exercise or treatment, get it checked out. Let us know your thoughts on our video. Please leave us some love or questions in the comments box below. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate your support. I'm Dr. Lin. Remember, we heal smarter,